And we're back! I said we would be having a third part to this endless haul, and that one is the Better World Books stack, so here we have it. So Better World Books was having a flash sale of 40% off of any of their books from the bargain bin, and though I don't normally like bargain bin sales as much because then you have to like click through endlessly and I can't necessarily find the things that I want, I couldn't pass up 40%, especially because there were some things in the bargain bin that I wanted. So this somehow sort of turned out to be a all Jane Austen and all fairy tale haul. Clearly you can see where my priorities lie. So the books that I got 2 books from Abigail Reynolds, Impulse and Initiative, which is one of her Pemberley Variations series, and The Man Who Loved Pride and Prejudice, which is a contemporary one, and I haven't read any of her contemporary. But you'll know by now from my multiple rereads of her various books that I'm an Abigail Reynolds fan. I think I may have read Impulse and Initiative and maybe wasn't as happy with this one, but it's been so long I'm really not sure if I have read it, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick it up. And I just love this darling cover for The Man Who Loved P&P. Probably at least one of these will be worked into Jane and June, maybe both of them. The other Jane book I got was Sass and Serendipity by Jennifer Ziegler, which I think has the cutest cover. I know everyone's not a fan of like the sort of bisected body covers or feet on a cover, but just the arrangement of it I think is darling. I really like it. But if you didn't guess already from the S&S arrangement, this is a contemporary YA retelling of Sense and Sensibility, so I'm definitely eager to see how that turns out. The fairy tale related books that I got were all Ellen Datlow, Terry Windling anthologies, because I think those girls are golden and they curate some amazing collections. So I picked up Ruby Slipper's Golden Tears and Blackthorn White Rose. Both of these are in their fairy tale retelling collections. I have Silver Birch Blood Moon and adore it. I have picked up others in the series from the library before and not loved them quite as much as Silver Birch, but because I read anthologies kind of piecemeal, it could have just been the stories that I picked. So I wanted to give these a try and just own more of their collections because I really like them. And they're a really cool way to discover new authors. The other one I got was Sirens and Other Demon Lovers, which is much more adult than I realized. I just kind of flipped it open and read one story, and the one story that I went to had to have been like the dud of the book because it was just ugh. Yeah, these are much more porny than I was expecting. But I like Sirens as a mythology, so we'll see where that goes. And one last book that I got because everyone seems to love it, and I've never picked it up because it's such a beast, is The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. This is, I mean, seriously? But it's one of those that I know I probably will love. I do like a good epic every now and then, but they're just so daunting to take on. But I've heard endless good, and the more reviews I read of it, the more I felt I needed to have it, so figured for 40% off I really couldn't pass it up. So that was the Better World Books haul. There are links to all of the books below so you can check them out. I've also left a link to Better World Books if you want to hop over and dig around through there. They are easily my favorite bookseller. I talk about them a lot, so go explore. I'm sorry to your wallets. But that is all for me for now. As always, happy reading!